That's okay.
Oh fuck.
You okay?
No, yeah, it's not
That's
too
fine.
loud. Just haven't heard this one in a while.
Okay. Alright.
Wasn't this in Borat?
It was in Borat, yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was also in Metal Gear Solid 5. And
Borat's the best.
originally written by David Bowie. Okay.
That's where I know it from.
So, our episode... Yeah, Bowie. Right. Okay. So the episode opens. The beginning as the camera flies over the Starlight Isles, gloomy metropolis. An acid smog pours itself through the streets, showing civilians running for cover, faces covered by gas masks in the acid-proof clothing pulled up around their faces, making sure none of their skin's exposed. Camera then zooms towards a clear glass honeycomb dome, which is encased by the fog, obscuring any view in. As the camera zooms in to the barrier, it reveals that this dome houses a small private cemetery. Camera then zooms in on Matt's grieving parents as his coffin is lowered into the ground. Narration start. It's funny how the world plays us, presenting us as rules that we believe in, rules we think should be universal. And then the universe takes a giant shit on what we know. Parents should never outlive their kids. Yeah, it happens. Camera then begins to zigzag through time as the fog begins to subside and people begin to appear on the street. Then, even after the universe takes a shit on us, we go back to believing the rules, as long as it doesn't personally affect us. Even those who claim to doubt, they believe subconsciously. They believe the universe has rules. The camera then stops in front of a bright neon flashing shop as the street is paved by a street light paves the shadow of a man on the sidewalk. The camera then watches the shadow unleash the baseball bat and move towards the shop. And that is where we'll begin.
Okay. Quick question before we do. Did we ever get paid for the bringing the body back?
You got paid by the corporate, and you got paid for the guns. The first payment from the parents was planned to come in by the end of the week.
Oh, right.
So at the very start of the episode, this current episode, you all receive €300.
All right, cool.
For your part in the job.
That's how much I get for my news stories.
Okay, so basically, you guys had 4 days off during the sort of from the point when you dropped Matt's parents off. You've gone home to your respective hovels, gone to sleep. So you got 4 days. I'm just going to go through you individually what you guys would be doing in that 4 days. If there's anything you want to roll, etc. So Clyde, we'll start with you.
Let's see. There isn't anything actually.
You might want to ice your bum.
That's been taken care of 2 weeks ago. There's a big no entry sign there now.
Wait, did you actually get the cybernetic implant that stops people from raping you?
Wait, there's a cybernetic implant that stops you from breaking?
Yes.
Did you just make that up?
No.
I hate this game. That's too specific.
Oh no, you're not the one that got raped.
Isn't it Snow Crash? Isn't it in Snow Crash that the girl has something called the dentata in her vagina?
Yeah, that's a real thing though. Like, they made it in Africa, or is it South Africa? There was a lot of rapes or something. They invented this sort of like cow catcher.
Yeah, somewhere in Africa.
So basically, like, the guy sticks his dick in, and then when he tries to pull out, there's a bunch of blades that are now like locked around his dick. So when he tries to pull out, the blades will just start digging in. So basically, he's stuck in there until
Jesus.
Until the police arrive and someone can unlock it. But you got to understand how weird that must look to someone. Like, they like phone the police come in, and there's just this guy with his dick inside someone going, "Well, this is unlucky."
With blood pouring out of it.
Oh no, the blood won't come pouring out unless he tries to yank his dick out of the Vice. Anyway,
I wonder how many would be desperate enough to do that. Let me see. No, I can't think of anything I'd be doing. The only thing I'd be doing is probably... one thing I would have done would have been to gone back to Johnny and told him about the unfortunate news about Matthew.
okay.
So is it Joey? Johnny?
Who
Johnny.
cares? He got lucky.
Johnny.
He's now a Borg. He totally won.
I mean, again, you don't actually know that in character. As far as you know, he's dead.
Well, I know, but out of character, he won. He totally became a Borg, and because of my fetish for Borgs, I think he won.
So yeah, the guy's name is Johnny R.
That's right, Johnny
He works at Grey Haze.
Okay.
Also,
And the other,
by the way, I thought of a reason why you'd want to use an idiot like him for your Borg experiment. If he won't go crazy from our stupid new Borgs, then no one will.
no, I'm sure they won't. Right, the other two things I'd be doing would be checking out this dealer named Lynx and any information I could find on Project Gesso.
Okay. Roll me library check.
Let me open you up here.
And I forget there's like a picture from my character sheet.
I mean, I threw a picture on your character.
Come on, where's there they are. All right, here we go.
Fuck. All right. Yeah. So you start digging through web, finding sort of news articles and other things, and the first thing you come across, Lynx, you've come across him in a couple of articles about, drug busts made by the police. You see his face. You can see he's got like a very distinctive sort of burn pattern scarring on the left side of his face going up. And from the articles you read, he was recently apprehended by police to vanish into thin air. Currently, he is missing, and the police are looking all over for him. Next, when it comes to Project Gesso, the only information you can come across about the project is a group of scientists. No labeled names underneath. Sort of the picture looks like it was taken in sort of early 2000s. It's not grainy, not the best quality, and it's a group of scientists all standing together in front of what can only be described as a bunch of scrap metal. But it's all sort of linked into this. It's sort of like it's almost like a semicircle at the center. I can't quite see what's in the semicircle, but from the looks on the scientist's face, they look happy, and you can definitely understand that whatever they've done is a great accomplishment to them. But a lot of the article is blacked out as information was taken away and sort of stored away, basically.
Okay. Do I get any? I mean, are the faces of the scientists clear, and how many are there?
I mean, they're sort of clear. There's roughly 4 scientists there. Most of them in their mid-30s at the time of the photo. There's one female, the rest of them are all male. All right, so the guy in the middle, sort of the lead scientist, has got a goatee, sort of. I don't know how to describe the goatee. It's like one of those goatees that are, they sort of go into like a longer beard that hang down from their chin.
Understood.
Still a goatee, but just longer hair. He's got sort of short, shaved side head at the side of his head with long hair sort of combing up towards his back at the top. It's black, slightly graying. He's got dark blue eyes, and he looks sort of average build. The woman to his left is fairly attractive. Again, shaved left side of her head. Her hair then tumbles over down the right side. She's got brown eyes, sort of light olive skin. She's arms around the first guy. Then the next two that are next to the doctor are twins. They look fairly well muscled guys. They've got sort of sandy, almost bleach blonde hair, green eyes, very pale, a lot of freckles. Again,
Is that the eyes pale or the skin pale?
just the skin. Sorry, not eyes. Very pale skin, and they're both very sort of smiley.
Okay. Last thing, probably, and then we can move to someone else. Is there anything else identifying in the picture? Company name, anything like that?
Any sort of information would have been able to gather has been blacked out. There was a sign behind them,
Right.
but again, it's been blacked out, like a lot of the information in the article.
Okay.
And then there's nothing really distinctive or defining in the photo. It's just a blank wall behind them, and then the scrap metal stone.
Okay. Yep, that should be me for now.
Did you get my DM, GM?
Let me double check. Yes. So first thing first, what would you be doing when you have your 3 days away from the cop? You'd have an escort, but they'd be sort of 10 feet behind you at all time.
I bought my stuff, and yeah, I guess that, and beyond that, I'd probably like buy a book for reading to kill the time I have to spare.
Okay.
So I read through Les Miserables in its original French.
That book is a horribly difficult read. Trust me.
I had time.
Doom, what you up to?
More or less, I'm just waiting to be called. I'll go hang out and do my thing at the skate parks and plot moves against the Russian mafia whenever I'm ready to do that. But
Okay.
I'm not it's not something I'm going to be discussing with anybody. Just something I'm just going to be wargaming in my head.
Okay. Sam is gone. What are you doing?
Oh, just up to my usual shenanigans.
Okay. Having all your fun.
How many children have you beaten to death?
Oh shit! Shots fired! Shots fired, man.
Why would he beat children to death?
Me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't at all.
Weren't you the one that had to use the machete to stop from beating a child to death?
No.
No, that's the cop.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck was up with that?
Again, wasn't going to beat a child to death. It was non-lethal damage.
It's just going to bust a few skulls.
Yeah.
He just likes to stick his wood wherever he can.
Stick his wood into those youngins.
Says the man who doesn't speak English very well.
Right. So Sam, you fucked off. Right. Okay. We'll come back to him when he gets back. And
He's probably working on his story.
Probably working on his girlfriend. Sorry. Right. So we pick up 4 days later. Galloway is sitting in his office. He's got a cigarette lit in his mouth, and there's a man sitting across the table from him.
Are we with them?
Not yet. Okay, roll me 1d10. Okay. That's gonna have repercussions.
Is that everyone roll a 1d10?
No, sorry, it was not all of you. It was War rolling
okay.
that one on something he was doing. That's gonna have some repercussions. War. I'll message them to you in a minute. Sorry. So we pick up 4 days later. Gallows in the office smoking a cigarette. There's a very flamboyant man sitting across from him, having a conversation as Galloway sighs, takes a puff on the cigarette, and picks up his phone. Dials in the number for the crew, and you'll individually get a call to get into the office ASAP.
Can I say read the last page of the Miserable while I'm in the office?
Yeah, that's fine. So everyone gets there individually. First two that are there are Nightmare and Mosh, followed by Sam, then Lou, followed then by Hez and Alec, because I can't remember your characters' names for the life of me.
It's Red is the name everyone calls me. My real name is Ryan Shields.
That was it. Red. Okay, so yeah. So you all arrive individually at the office, and you're sitting in the waiting room with Greg, the secretary, who's just sitting there again, plugged into the network. No visual monitor, but he's linked in. You see him typing on a keyboard, and then he opens his eyes, looks at all of you, and goes, "Galloways, we'll see you now." And he closes his eyes again, back into the systems. He's just typing.
Okay. Enter the office. But not and then empty the office.
All right, so you sort of tap on the door and then open. You enter, and Galloway's again. He's sitting there smoking a cigarette, and then the chair next to him is one of the more flamboyant men you've ever seen. He's rocking some fairly interesting hair. He's got like a 1980s quiff.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's no bother. So he's rocking a 1980s quiff, very large, going over the top of his head. That's leading down to a mullet. Now his hair is sort of a light bleach blonde. When it gets to the top of the tips of the quiff and the back of his mullet, it's a bright sort of neon purple that keeps changing between like purple and a light pink, and just sort of alternating.
Tech
He's
hair.
wearing a white, like a pristine white shirt with a cut off the corners, like cut off the sleeves jean jacket. He's wearing what can only be described as jeggings with like boots that come up to his ankles. Come up to his ankles that curl down and are only sort of halfway laced up. And when you come in, he's like, "Hello, darlings. Take a seat." And he smiles.
Hello to you too.
I look curiously at Galloway, but
I'm
to
just
see.
going to assume that he is just a little bit gay.com.
Now, just a general rule of thumb in my universe: 2 in 3 people you meet in this universe will be gay.
That's a lot of the population.
Jesus.
That's damn right. That's
Like,
2/3 of the
I think
population.
that's a lot.
But
2/3 of this entire world is gay.
Well,
like,
God damn it! Is this a world where a crazy conspiracy man's right? The chemicals really are making the frogs gay?
Yes, of course.
but do you mean fully into that boy pussy, or
Yes.
swinging both ways like men and boys?
yeah,
Oh man, every time you say boy pussy, it makes me.
you could have warned me right before we started the game.
So just quickly, just before we continue on with this, Kez, is there anything that you've done in between the 4 days that you'd like to do on your downtime?
You don't need to worry about me. Other cops did that for you.
Yeah, other cops were looking after him for a couple of days. Kez?
Yep, just jumped. My internet just died. I'm
Fine.
Other
is there
cops
anything that
looked
you'd like
after
to-
me.
Yeah.
That's
so,
why I now have that's why I now have a weapon that does +8 damage.
So the last 4 days, other cops have been looking after Alex. You've had some free time. What have you been doing in your 4 days off?
Don't worry, I read all of the Miserables. Nothing illegal. All of the Miserables in its original French.
What are you on about me? I bought AP rounds and some other items that Liam knows about. I'm not telling you.
Okay, Sam.
By
what
the
did
way, Liam, is there such a thing as mono shurikens?
Yes.
No, is there? Yeah. Well, I was thinking about it. Yeah, they could be. They're just just very thin, cheap blades. So someone could technically make a mono shuriken.
How much would those cost?
Hang on. I know this answer.
And how much damage would they do?
If we imagine they're going off bow shurikens costs, which how much are bow shurikens again? Like
2
D6
EB a piece.
yeah, no, how much did you say?
Normal ones are 2 EB a piece.
No, they're normal shurikens.
Hang on. Hang on. I've got this answer. I've got it. It's right here.
Let's do more.
There you go. There's your answer.
Awesome. If you're gonna have them, because I'm imagining you're just putting a mono edge on shurikens, do your, mono molecular edge upgrade, which is ×5 the normal cost. Right. So yeah, you just did some stuffs and things. Sam just messaged me because he has to quickly go help his mum. He's just saying that he wrote some memos, articles on the events, and started editing all the footage he took, making sure that Mosh, Nightmare weren't in the footage, along with anyone else who didn't want to be in the footage, and making you guys look fucking amazing for it.
Okay.
Also, that role you had, let's just say it shortens the range and makes the explosive slightly more potent.
Wait, explosives? What's going on here?
It's all good.
Okay, I'm buying 5 mono shurikens.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, slightly more potent now. Anyway, back to the flamboyant man.
No, the entire shuriken is mono.
The way that I imagine it would work is like because if you think about it, like mono weapons are very sort of, I don't know. See, here's my problem with mono weapons is they're very fragile. So I imagine a throwing mono weapon wouldn't be the most effective. But
No, just the sharp bits that stick in you would be.
yeah,
Wedge,
if you miss, you probably break them quite easily.
I just shared a link. It outlines everything that is right and wrong.
Now I have to just save up money so I can get throwing cards. So,
okay,
I'm gonna BRB and make some food. Is that okay?
There you go. So what? Just double checking these. The mono bow. So what they're saying is like a very monomolecular crystal. So okay.
Wow, someone's been busy with the shurikens.
All right. Okay. That's pretty clever. All right. Okay. That's yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the story. So, like I said, the flamboyant man is sitting in the corner. He's smiling. Yeah. When I say smiling, it's not like he's a happy smile. It's a forced, shady businessman smile. Painting it on feels like he has to paint it on type smile. So he's looking at all of you as you enter the room. Like, well, I've got an important business deal for you boys. I could use some help. Well, let's just say I had some problem last night at my local business.
And what would this business be?
I own an arcade.
An arcade?
An arcade, yes. Very retro. Lovely little place. Probably seen it. DuPont's fuck me. Tongue twister, give me a second. Like DuPont's Dastardly Arcade. It's a very lovely establishment. Quite well known here. I own it in the Blacklight district, just down maybe 4 blocks away from here. You must have seen it.
Oh, I must have. Now, you're in the Black Light District, so what else have you got going on apart from the arcade machine?
Kez, because you weren't here, just so you know, if you check on the city map underneath the NoCal SoCal map, it will tell you all about each area of the city. So, Blacklight is a low to mid-range entertainment sector with plenty of small gangs. So yeah, it's still an entertainment district. It's not very it's not super legal. There's still a lot of gangs, but it's not like South Side. Okay.
So what kind of problems are you having?
Well, some fucker broke into my arcade last night and stole my vintage sit-down Star Wars cockpit simulator. Very rare, very vintage. Stole a couple of other machines. I don't give a fuck about them. It's easy to replace them, but my Star Wars machine, it's a very rare, one-of-a-kind item. I do want it back.
Cockpit, you mean?
Yes, that's what
Yeah,
I said.
it did make me uncomfortable the way he said cockpit.
I'm back.
I believe that was
What?
intentional.
Cockpit?
Did the thing at DMU about take place yet?
What's wrong with me saying cockpit?
I didn't say that out loud. I'm just saying as a player.
Oh, sorry, it's the accent, isn't it?
Maybe
Was
a
it an
little.
X-Wing or a TIE Fighter? Or the Millennium Falcon? It matters.
Well, see, that's the thing. Very vintage, very rare, allows you to play all 3.
Yeah, but what is it shaped in?
Okay, so the way it's shaped is
Was it just a cockpit? Or is it shaped the X-Wing cockpit? Shaped TIE X-Wing?
it's very unique. So the way it works is you push a button, and it extends it out into the shape of whatever cockpit you wish it to be. So,
Oh, brother.
an X-Wing, a TIE Fighter, or the Millennium Falcon. You push the button, it would switch that mode, and then you get to play the game in that mode. It's very, very unique, very rare. It cost me 3.4 million euro bucks, and I expect it back.
Oh my. Maybe a silly
Fair enough.
question, but something that costs that much, that amount of money, what type of security protocols did you have in place?
We
Just
had
getting
some
around.
very expensive security cameras, as well as monitored alarms that would go off every 20 minutes if the cameras went down. That would alert a security team owned by Militech to arrive. Unfortunately, our cameras went down for a full hour. No Militech turned up. They said that they didn't even get any notification on their system, which is utter bullshit.
Interesting.
Seems to me you have 2 problems. 1, it's either an inside job, or 2, someone paid Militech. Or maybe both.
Doesn't matter, as long as I get my damn machine back.
3 million.
3.4 million.
You know, in the ghetto, we used to have that machine only cost us 3 slaves.
Well,
It is true. The slave came and the slave put the thing around us. We smack him and he changed to other tie and the X one.
look,
We did not have money for extra slave, so we cannot do the millennium.
just do the job. We'll be getting 1,000 euro bucks each from me as a job.
1 off.
Roll me persuasion.
Okay, let me just check my persuasion.
Sorry, yeah, persuasion fast talk. Yes, persuasion. Yeah.
Do you have human? You should have human perception as a cop, shouldn't you?
I have human perception, but I don't have persuasion.
I have persuasion.
But I'm persuading, you're not. So
Yeah.
I'll just roll straight empathy, which is a 5.
God, I have persuasion fast talk at 5. I'm much better than you.
Yeah, but you didn't persuade him.
Yeah.
10.
He looks at you. He's like, "Nice try, darling. I like the idea. Very strong, but
How much?
that's not happening."
How much is your Militech contract?
It's roughly 12,500 euro bucks a week.
And they insure your 3.4 million machine, and you won't pay us,
Yeah.
and you won't pay us 1K to get it back.
Yes, and I expect it in good condition. Plus, let's just say I'll throw a bonus on top.
Well, that'd be a pretty big bonus.
Trust me, it's a bonus you don't want to miss.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay. I can think of a pretty big figure for a bonus, but
So you don't have any footage.
Oh no, my business. Of course, I have footage. A little bit. They cut off the footage as a few of them walk in, and that's when it stops.
So what is this? So why don't you show us the footage?
Well, I couldn't bring the footage with me. It's at the arcade. But you boys just simply drive there and have a look at the footage yourself. Have a look around at the crime scene it will help me out a lot.
and we'd also need access to your militech security personnel. We need to speak to those people as well.
Of course. I'll put you in contact. I'll get my phone book out and I'll get it right to you.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like we're going to the arcade.
Miles is like, "Here, take these," and he throws you a pair of keys. It's like it's a normal key with a weird sort of rocket key ring on the it's just like a weird large rocket key ring. It's like, have fun. Be careful with that.
Okay. No one has any. No one has any other questions for this guy?
Can we have your contact information?
Darling, Galloway's got my contact information. I contact him. He contacts me. That's how it works. He pulls out a card and he's like, "Remember, Marky DuPont." And he hands you a card with like a picture of his own face plastered on the side. And it says,
I put it
"Marky
in.
DuPont, Dastardly Arcade," and it's like a big smile. You move like the card left and right, and it's sort of shiny. It moves his smile. It's a very sort of just fake plastered, creepy smile, but same as always.
Does anybody else find it ironic that we're sitting here taking a job from this guy and his last name is DePonce? Does anybody know what Ponce means?
Oh, it's not Ponce. It's Pont.
It's French.
Oh,
What does it mean? My character has 10 French because he has that as a secondary language.
It's the word for homosexual. Pont is it's just a name.
Well, I'm gonna go take a 5-minute shift.
Right. Okay, gang, let's get to the van.
I gotta take a shift.
okay.
A real life shit or game shit?
A game shit.
Yeah, no, you're not. Should've.
Don't do it in the van.
Shit in the van.
I told you to get in the van. You're getting in the van and holding it in.
Tell me when I'm allowed to take a shit, officer.
No, you're not.
Go.
You're on the clock. I'd rather you be in a cell than next to me. Now let's go.
So, Mosh again swiftly starts the van, and you drive sort of 2 blocks down. 2 blocks eastish before you make a swift turn north, driving another 2 blocks, and you stop outside the arcade, and it is very recognizable to you. There is a big, massive neon sign that is just glowing, and it says DuPont's Dastardly Arcade, and then like a tagline underneath, "Come join us," and then a smile, and then there's his big shit-eating grin on the front of it, and like he's wearing a fedora, and it just keeps lifting up and going down through neon signs. Then there's neon around the doorways and windows that are just sort of bright red and yellow, then green, and just flashing through neon colors. Then there are like neon stripes that go from the floor into the arcade. That the door is currently closed, but you can see there's someone inside with a brush just sweeping.
Okay, guess we enter.
Oh boy.
Let's go in.
Okay.
Can I talk to Jim for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, do you guys mind if I kill him?
Kill who?
Alex?
Well, you could always decide you put him in prison for
Uh,
a term.
Yeah.
I'll keep watch.
I'm not going to put him in paddywhack. I'm just going to put a gun into his mouth and just pull the trigger.
I really dislike character stuff.
True, but it's pissing me off.
Yeah.
Go back for 1 second.
Okay.
It's understandable, but you got to understand where he's coming from.
Right. So you walk up the door, and whoever has the key slips into the door, opens, and it opens up into like a very nice arcade. So there's like a semicircle entrance, and as you look out, there's aisles going just in each direction, almost like a fan. So like almost like a triangle, like cone of vision. So there's 4 aisles with a bunch of machines laid down both sides, leading to like a center point where you can see where the Star Wars machine would have been. There are a couple of toppled over machines, a few of them missing. There are broken glass and just destroyed parts everywhere. Yeah.
Ooh, dead number on this place.
They've not thoroughly fucked this place up. As you're walking in, you hear a and you turn around to see the van is now crashed against the wall.
Uh-oh.
Our van.
Yep, your van.
Are we missing something here?
No, we're not missing something. Someone's here.
I would run after it, but my leg would explode.
Trust me, you don't want to run after what's out there. I think I know who did that.
So the van is just crashed against the wall next to you boys. Roll me perception. Or awareness. Or you roll me awareness.
Who? Everyone.
Everyone. Or everyone.
Balls.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't think I've got anything.
So just like to say, I have like a while you guys are all doing this, I'm having a Scrubs cutaway jag, like a Family Guy gag is going on in my head.
Okay. No, none of you guys look around and you just can't see who or what caused this. Your van is once again wrapped into a wall.
I'm currently staring into space.
Okay.
Is this van haunted or something?
No, there's someone dogging us, reminding us that they are there.
So
Is this like Christine?
No, he's done this
Not
before.
quite. Not quite.
kind of like it, not completely.
Trust me, if we ignore him, he'll go away.
Well, apparently
Step
not.
on.
Out of the entire thing,
I'm gonna pull out
the
my
machines.
cigarette pack
I'm gonna
and
pull out my phone.
I'm gonna take a smoke. How does it taste?
When you pull out and put the cigarette in your mouth, at first you get like a sweet strawberry taste, but then as you continue to suck on it, it switches to like a chocolate taste. Very unique.
Amazing. Anyone smokes?
No.
Yeah, I smoke. Pass me the cigarette.
I give him the pack. There you go.
You as you look at this pack, it's a very unique, rare packet of cigarettes. It's very impressive that he's got a pack. It's very hard to come across.
Okay. In the meantime, while they're sharing the cigarettes, I'm going to go to the guy who's sweeping up, lightly tap him on the shoulder and ask him to stop. We need to.
I think I'll join you.
So as you tap him on the shoulder, the guy
I'll
turns
be
around
back.
and
I'm gonna
shits
go take a real
himself.
shit.
Okay, on you go. So the guy, you tap him on the shoulder, the guy shits himself. He takes a few steps back and falls over, and he's like, "Please, don't hurt me, not again."
Who hurt you first time?
I extend my.
I got clocked, and I woke up on the floor in the morning with, Marky standing over me with a couple of paramedics.
Who else was in that night?
Just a couple of customers.
And what time was this?
Maybe it was a little before closing time, so it was about 11 o'clock.
Okay.
I wanna try and find out why the cameras weren't working.
Okay. You can make your way to the back room. There's a big door labeled security room. And as you enter, there's a sort of fairly good-looking computer system that has a keyboard mounted on the table, but it's also got a replacement bit for interface slots to interface in or type it. It's up to you.
I'm gonna start with the keyboard first.
Okay. So make me an electronics roll.
Not electronic security.
Make me both. Electronic security is more of like trying to break into a vehicle without setting off the alarm. Electronics is just to check the electronics.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Okay. So electronic security wise, as you try and you decide to maybe trying to get into the camera's backup recording might be an idea. But as you start trying to hack into it, you press one too many keys and lock yourself out of the backup.
Fucking hell! So I have no choice but to go through plugs.
Yeah, you can use the normal camera's feed that's there, but you can't get up into the backups.
I'll plug in away.
Alright, so you plug in. Camera, you get into the system really quite easily. And as you're looking through the interface plug, you get a brief glimpse of the camera last night, and the camera time's reading 10:57, and you watch as a man in a white suit, a very good-looking white suit with muscles the size of boulders. Like, he is fucking ripped. He looks just as ripped as your media, maybe more.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does he look naturally ripped, or does he look cybery ripped?
Are you a psychic?
He looks like he's. I mean, the muscles there don't look natural.
Can I roll biology?
Again, you can't see this. It's only War who's seeing this because he's plugged in.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Oh wait, I have okay. Can I plug myself in after him?
I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna try and use my photography and film to get the sharpest best image possible, a print out of it. Can I do that?
yeah, on you. I'm just imagining you just sort of screenshot a picture.
Great.
Yeah,
Now I get
okay.
it then.
So, this guy, if you watch the video a couple of times over, the way it begins is the guy flamboyantly walks into the room. He's wearing like a white suit, ripped as fuck. He's got a bowler hat on his head, and he walks in with his baseball bat, twirls it around, slams it into a machine, smiles, dances back out the place, and the camera freezes. You then watch the footage a few times and realize what happens is he goes in, smashes it down, and you watch it, the camera footage is in reverse. So his baseball bat comes out and then it dances out. And so what it looks like is someone's looped it for that 5 seconds and reversed it. So in that sort of brief image, you manage to catch a quick second where his face is actually on camera. And he's got like on his left side of his face, he's got like black spray paint, sort of not spray paint, face paint that almost shaped almost like a star. In there's like 3 star points going up, and then 3 going down, and it's over his left eye. He's very pale, and he's got this malefic looking smile as he sort of dances in. So you get the perfect angle of him. You screenshot it and then you print it out in the room's printer.
Okay, I show it to everyone.
Now, can I roll biology?
Yeah, on you go. Actually, hold on. Let me double check.
I'm gonna roll streetwise to see if I know him.
Okay, roll good.
Actually, I'm going to roll that too because it might be a known crook.
I'm gonna roll it too. I know him.
Indeed you do. He's your neighbor.
Jim, can I legitimately believe he's my neighbor? Can he look like my neighbor?
Right. Rolo Mosh, he looks fairly like you recognize him, but you just can't quite place your finger on it. But you, on the other hand, Red, you know for a fact who this is. This is old Chinese Wang, who works at the gas station down the street from your house.
By the way, how did my biology roll? Did that give me anything interesting?
Wang.
You need to roll me cybernetic. Not.
You said I could roll biology because it's muscles.
I did yell the words. Wait.
Yeah.
You roll.
Your roll told you he was a man.
Yes. You could see very visibly he's got a very rampant case of frog eye that indicates he's a male.
Fair enough. The other question to ask is this a closed loop security system? As in, is it connected to the internet?
Motherfuckers, I know who this man is. I know him.
It looks like it's supposed to be a closed loop network, but while War was on there, he noticed there was a couple of blips in the system that would have allowed a virus attack. Or,
I know this man. I know this man, guys.
Nightmare, could you inspect the hardware to make sure there's no nothing
No one's gonna
untoward?
listen to me. I know who this is.
I'm hitting you in the face.
I'm gonna dodge.
Go ahead.
Just roll your.
I start running the other way pretty fast when this happens.
Alex, it's not how Dodger's Escape works. You've got to roll counter martial arts.
Okay.
And I turn to the other guys and I shout out, I'm a bomb technician. If you see me running, try to keep up.
Wait, how did I possibly get a 15?
Oh no.
I have 10 reflexes. Wait, no, never mind. Reflexes are down because of my.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, did my damage heal?
Yes, it's been 4 days. You're all good.
Okay, in that case, that should be a 17.
Okay.
You still hit.
Yeah.
Roll me 1d. He's hitting with his fist, right?
Yep. It's half d6 plus body, which is 2.
Yeah. So roll me d6 half plus your body.
Yep. So it's 3. Do you want me to add martial art?
No, you just fine. So you punch him. Alex, what's your armor? Wait, no, roll me 2d10 quickly.
2d10?
Not you.
Right.
Armor for which part of my body?
2, 3, 5. So 5 is upper arm, left arm. So you're
28
damage.
altogether.
Yeah. So even
That's a tooth.
you punch him, it would hurt. He's just padded in armor though.
So is this like? I don't know. I'll get caught up when the battle's done. I don't know.
No, it's not a fight. It's just anyway.
Right.
So
You punch me, I'm kind of annoyed.
It's a tussle.
so
Okay.
Shay's just looking at you like, what the fuck is going on?
And I've just got my hand on
I'd like to point out that nobody actually sees a die roll. If he says he might know who that is, I mean, is there really a reason to doubt him?
That's true.
I doubt him.
I mean, he's
Okay.
100% sure.
There you go, then.
Your character's biased.
Yes, definitely biased.
Okay,
Well,
Sam,
I
just to
should
catch you up,
Yes.
you're currently at an arcade. This man's, the man who hired you, his name is Marquis DuPont, and he
Right.
owned a vintage Star Wars like arcade machine. It was a cockpit fighter where you
That
push
kinda guy.
one of 3 buttons that would change it, the interior from a TIE fighter to an X-Wing to the Millennium Falcon when you just push the button.
Okay.
It got robbed. It's worth 3.4 million Eurobucks. You're all getting paid 1,000 Eurobucks for the job, but extra, like there's going to be a bonus for whatever for if you catch whoever it is. You're currently at the arcade. You found out that the system was hacked into. You got a nice clear image of the guy who stole, or at least was part of the assault. People don't know who it is other than Red. Red is distinctively thinks he knows who it is. Yeah.
By the way, who do I think it is
Alright.
again?
Old man.
Red's on point.
Yeah, old Chinese Wang. He works at the gas station a couple of houses
Old
down from here.
Chinese wine.
After your punch kind of annoys me, and like I'm telling you guys, it's old Chinese Wang.
A criminal mastermind for sure.
Gibberish at people.
Well, anyone who's listening to him, roll an intelligence check.
How great would it be if they critically failed this too?
Well, I'm not going to roll because I already don't believe him.
I guess I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I am a reporter after. Wait, that's not a thing reporters do. I'm talking at my ass. Right, hold on, let me just. Is this a skill then? Is it? Yeah?
Just click on your intelligence.
Oh, okay, just straight up
I
intelligence.
think it's unlikely.
Hey, you never know.
Okay, so David and Mosh look at the picture and look at each other, and you're like, it's kind of doubtful. Nightmare, you look at the picture and you just look down at him, and you're like, old Chinese Matt Wang, you say. You look at the picture, and the guy is very much Caucasian, maybe early 20s, bleach blonde hair, goes down to the shoulders. very much not. A, old, B, Chinese, C, I don't think his name's Wang.
Are you sure his name is Wang?
And I answer, for sure.
yeah, man.
Anyway,
I'm telling you, old Chinese man is a white man who was born in China and immigrated.
I'll suit, and I respond,
Sounds very plausible.
I'll suit up and take sniping position.
I'll find him.
anyway, Nightmare, could you please check the computers to make sure no one's actually attached
Yeah,
any malicious hardware or any...
Yeah, I'll use
I thought if you all
my...
predicted failed and we went to go kill old Chinese Wang and said mission done.
No, we wouldn't.
I'll use all my electronic packages. Jammers, text scanners, and all that.
Okay, go make me a roll. Electronics, just to see.
Sure.
DM, it'd be great for us, the few that fuck with us, to turn out it was old Chinese Wang at the end.
Old Chinese Wang.
It turns out it was him, but wearing
You
a
seem
mask.
obsessed with Chinese Wang.
Yeah,
You seem obsessed with Wang.
you check the systems and you notice there was a recent update. And then when you check into the automatic update that seems to get, like, it gets pinged from the servers when it tells it's time for update, and when it gets pinged, the server comes off a closed loop and opens up to a network. So what you can tell, someone's hijacked a fake ping signal, sent it to the system, opened a loop, giving a hacker enough time to get in and shut off the cameras.
Could I possibly use programming to trace it back?
You can try.
Okay.
So wait, I get that we're in here, but what was the punching about?
Oh, because he was yelling about old Chinese Wang.
Oh, that's fine.
And
Then I understand. I would
And I
have
had
had.
enough of him.
That's fine. I would have done the same.
Luckily, he
God
didn't hurt me
forbid.
because I
Wow,
was wearing
really?
too much armor.
You start getting a generalized signal, but as you're getting close to the location, somewhere in somewhere close to the south side, not quite in south side, the signal then just disappears.
So I go back to Kaz and I tell him, "Hey Rolo, I'm nowhere near a professional in this shit, but this was done by someone who knew his shit."
Fair enough. Well, luckily for you, I know a hacker. Actually, would you mind if I made a phone call?
So are you talking to me?
Or the entire group, I'm going to make a phone call.
Yeah, feel free, man. You ain't holding you down.
In the
I'll
meantime, I'm
bodyguard you.
still talking to Shay, and second question would be, who else was with him when he was there, I suppose? Who was working that night?
It's like we recently lost one of our employees, Hannah. She left. She left about 2 months ago, so I've been picking up shifts since then.
Yeah, I understand. Must be because of all of the gays.
Probably.
Gays?
And anyone else working that night?
No, it was just me.
Okay. Anything else you notice about the night? Anything strange? Anything out of whack, out of the ordinary?
No, nothing at all.
Nothing about
Any
customers,
Chinese named Wang around?
or waving their wang? Or...
Kind of looks like a Caucasian, surfer.
Oh,
I'm
we do
telling you,
have a
old Chinese Wang
picture.
Court is a white man from China.
It's probably knows the guy, so we can just show him the shot and see what his reaction is. If anyone's got human perception, otherwise we should just wait for Rolo.
I have human perception. I have human perception at 6.
Well then, let's show the picture and see what comes up.
show the picture to Shay.
I got 26 on my human perception roll.
To the guy that's here, that's answering the questions. Whoa, that's nice.
So I don't recognize him. I'm very sorry. And those who've rolled human perception, he's being truthful.
Yeah.
Do I get anything else from my critical?
No, I'm sorry. He's being very truthful.
Is his wife cheating on him?
I'm gonna get that from a human perception roll.
Yeah.
Critical
Well,
success.
he is if he asks. If he asks,
Yes, but you know,
not from.
not just
It's not like an astrology chart.
You don't become omniscient because you made a great roll on human perception.
I know you now. Your thoughts to my thoughts. I'm Vulcan.
You just look
Okay,
him dead
so-
in the eye. I understand everything about you.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right. So this dude comes in. He knocks you around, takes the machine.
No. He comes
Knocks you out.
in. He comes in Reservoir Dog style.
How big is this machine? I mean, it's big enough to have a cockpit size
It's pretty.
thing, right?
Yeah, it's pretty large.
Okay, let me do library search and get
there
the
any
printout
cameras
to
out
show
front?
everyone.
I'm also gonna make a library
Well-
search roll.
Yeah, fuck. I'm being stupid. We can just see it on the camera.
Yeah, he's like, it's fairly large. It'd take at least 5 or 6 people to remotely try and move it.
All right, be right back. I hop on my skateboard, and I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to take a look around and see if any of these other businesses around here have cameras on the street.
Okay.
Fun.
Roll me luck.
God damn it, we're all gonna die.
Well,
Or
that's
just any
awareness
camera.
because
These are some
I'm looking for
high-def
cameras.
Yeah, or just any camera.
Just roll me luck as well.
Because Kez is a cop and he could what do they call it when they
Okay. All right. So
commandeer stuff? That's it.
Oh, yeah.
no, like actual external cameras, but the shop across the street has a camera facing out. So you talk to the guy, and it takes you a little while, but you get into the back room and you check the cameras. And as you do, as you do, he's like, "Be careful." So you check the cameras, and you can see 2 very large trucks pull up, unlicensed. You can see maybe a group of at least 20 people get out these trucks. They stare. They stare over at the camera at this shop. Don't notice it. Look back at the like arcade. You see the guy dance into the arcade. You see him sort of walk towards the general location Shay would be. That's the last you can see. Then sort of 20 minutes later, you see at least a good 8 or 9 of them carrying this cockpit out. You see them drag a couple of machines out, and then you see them drag the silhouette of a woman out. You can't quite see her, but she gets dragged out as well.
Okay, can I get a copy of this?
Yeah, sure, of course.
You know what? Here, let me drop about. I'm gonna drop 48 euro on the table here for him for being so helpful.
Yeah, so I just drew that in MS Paint. Just imagine that. A clockwork orange
That's
with
awesome.
star.
Where did you drop the Miss Pain painting?
I just drew. Check the chat. It's shit. I just drew that like 3 seconds in MS Paint. That's just kind of an idea.
I'm telling you, that man is old Chinese Ben Wang.
So yeah, he's like, oh, of course, no bother. So he goes into the back room and makes a video copy. And he hands you a videotape with the shit on.
Yeah, and I'm getting madder by the second because this motherfucker's lied, and I'm going back. I basically just wheel right across the street, kick up my board, and I go storming in, and in my electronic voice say, "Who's the girl?"
He looks at you nervously. He's like, "What do you mean?"
Motherfucker,
Yeah.
you gotta know
I
that
grab him by the shirt and I throw him up against the wall and I say, "Who's the fucking girl that they took out of
it'd
here?"
be better for you to tell the man who's the girl.
He looks at you. He's like, I don't know who the girl is or who she is. She might have been a patron last night. That's all I know.
I'm gonna look up from my phone call. Do you want me to wheel in on this?
Human perception.
I made a persuasion and a human perception roll.
Your persuasion doesn't quite work. Human perception, you can tell he might be lying a little bit.
This guy's lying.
Right. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna weigh in on this.
Trust me, I got Chip where the help me tell these things.
Alright, shut up. I'm gonna deal with this now. I'm gonna grab the man by his lapels, put him up against the wall, and go, "Tell me who the girl is." I'm rolling intimidation.
Right now.
Well, I'm lifting him up. I'm making him feel very uncomfortable. I'm like Batman.
Okay. So
I'm intimidating.
So imagine the war flips him around, starts pushing him up with you. Like, and he points over to where the Star Wars machine was, and he's like, "Move the carpet, code 4437.
Yeah, but you didn't answer my question. Who's the girl?
I don't know who she is.
I rolled 25.
Yeah, he doesn't know who she is. He just knows where she was kept.
Kept. All right, now this gets my attention. I was about to report on this. It's a slow news day, but now we're ramping up a bit.
So yeah, again, he points over to.
Side note, how afraid of this?
By the way, on the videotape you'll see it.
How afraid is this guy of me?
I hand the rest of the group.
Can I make an intimidation roll?
He's already intimidated.
I would like
intimidate him anymore. He's gonna have a heart attack.
I would like to show my weaponry, kind of show all the weaponry under my shirt.
Why would you do that? Why would you do this? He's already scared.
To scare him more.
I mean,
open the fucking door.
Unless you.
I go over to the damn door. I move the carpet and I enter in the goddamn code.
Okay.
I go down. That's right. I can't go down because or else my leg will explode.
So you are
following Sam.
Yeah. So as you guys open the.
Why is there a giant 9 on my screen?
I don't see a giant 9.
Don't worry about it. He's just watching. It's fine. Alright, you're saying me?
Now there's 2 9s.
Anyway, so you open the the hatch and you climb down this ladder, and it maybe takes you about 15 feet down. But as you get into this dark room, it takes you your eyes first like 2 seconds, a few seconds to adjust. As you do, you look around and it's a small, dark cell. Metal walls with like a plush cushioned flooring, and it looks like the home of an animal. There's scratch marks on the walls, food bowls.
So we're saying a serial rapist here?
There's no indication of rape.
Since it's just me and him down here, I just say don't let the detective see this, or he's gonna kill that guy upstairs.
Detective! I'm calling down the detective because I want the guy upstairs to be killed.
Wait,
I wasn't gonna kill him. I'm just scaring.
wait, Alex, are you down there right now?
Can I go down there?
Yes.
Yeah, then I went down there.
I guess I'll roll for like some kind of perception. I don't know, just see if I can see anything of note apart from.
I'm going to ask you this one more time, Alex. Are you sure about this?
Will my leg explode?
Are you sure about this?
Liam, you're scaring me.
I gave you all the information you need. Are you sure about this?
Better question: is it within range that my leg would explode?
It's information I can't answer to you right now.
I don't go down there.
Well, he's already down there. He's seen it. He shouted.
Oh my! I
Oh,
understand everything.
Information hard.
I would
Like,
start to
roll-
go down there, then my leg would beep, and then I would walk
Should've
back
rolled
up.
awareness.
Sadly.
Your leg does not beep. There's no indication that your leg will beep.
Good roll, but should have been for awareness.
Yeah. Sam, so
Yeah, so I guess I'm down there and I'm calling the cop down.
your leg will explode the moment you hit that bottom rung. I did say it was 15 feet down, plus there would be at least another 5 feet away from the detective before you hit the hole.
Well, then now I'm confused. I'm very confused right now.
Your leg explodes.
Ooh.
I'm at movement allowance. I'm probably dead. Should I start rolling up my backup character?
Anyone got first aid?
1 second.
It's a robotic leg.
Well, it's a cyber leg.
Yeah. So the EMP goes off as you start walking down the ladder. Due to the failed electronic check from earlier, the electronic beep does not go off to inform you that that you're away from the range. And as you're about halfway down the ladder, the shot goes through you. You're touching a metal ladder right now, which starts conducting you. It's bad, but at the same time, it might be helping save your life because it's not.
Yeah, you're not letting go of the ladder. Your
You're
muscles.
also not on the ground, which means you're not grounded, which means it's going through you through the ladder and into the ground, and not through you into the ground. Roll me a 1d4, please.
I love the idea of me and him coming down here, looking at this dog pit and just being like, "This is pretty fucked up," and then just out of nowhere, his
Oh,
foot just comes slamming down the ladder. What the fuck?
On a 25% or lower, you have a heart attack.
Oh shit!
25% is 1.
I thought as much.
So you watch as his character like Christmas tree.
Oh, does he fall down it? Or
Um,
is it just a night?
You just watch, right? So it's shocked, and then you watch as he lets go and hits the ground. Yeah, we really need to start rolling medical checks to be alive.
Alright.
Oh shit!
I just kind of look and go, "Oh, shit."
After the initial what the fuck?
When you guys up there, all you guys hear is a, and then you hear sounds like someone hits the floor.
Yeah, quick. Even
First
though I quickly run over just to check, make sure
I'm
he's
gonna
still
run over
alive.
too.
And if he's not alive, shit.
Fair enough.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
It's very obvious that he is not alive right now.
shit.
I'm giving you 3 chances to roll medical checks here.
Oh, I'm going to CPR.
Do you mind if I choke him?
Choke him?
Yeah.
How is that saving his life?
I don't want to save his
No.
life.
Okay. Are you sure about this? Because
I mean,
So wait a minute.
all you have to do
You put a collar on him because in your mind he murdered somebody, but you want to murder him.
I really don't like him.
if
doesn't
you
justify it.
just leave him, it was his own.
All right, fair enough.
It was his, and I mean, I've got no first aid or medical skill whatsoever. So,
Fair
Dan,
enough.
what about you?
So GM, can I transfer over my twist to my next character?
Yeah, on you go. Okay, so
Right, hold on.
right.
We can loot him now. I'm taking his shit.
Okay.
Kev,
So
I mean, I'll make all the.
isn't this gonna pose a problem for you?
Why?
Yeah.
You were supposed to be watching.
Found it. I fucking found it. CPR
The
time.
EMP, technically the EMP things that Sam, you try and help him, but you don't know much about medical. You kind of try and do CPR, but you just got pushing your hand against his chest and not his heart, and you're just like pushing into his stomach, going, "Why aren't you living?"
Well, can Edward perform CPR? No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna roll. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna roll
All right.
for your monkey.
What? I call an ambulance.
Don't call him.
Your monkey starts punching him in the dick.
let's go for one.
I just grabbed Edward by both hands. No.
Because my tech is shit. My tech is 4, so let's try this. No way.
Holy shit!
Oh.
No, you rolled two
way.
Right.
2
So the way
tens.
that I work, the way I work my game,
Somebody's
if
got a
you
lot of
roll
dick.
2 10s in a row, you get 1 IP in that skill. So you get to start that skill now at 1.
Cool. I now have first aid.
Alex, you are currently stabilized, not dead. Your heart is pumping.
Fuck. You owe me big time, man.
Saved a man's life. I believe you owe me something.
And then I casually go back and start investigating.
Guys, I have to roleplay this. Give me a minute.
How are you going to roleplay recovering
You're
from
not even remotely conscious. You've just been electrocuted to the severe degree.
Oh, sorry. Let me roleplay this.
There we go.
There's currently crickets because I'm not conscious.
Okay. Alright, cool. I kind of nonchalantly just take a breath, walk back to the room, and do what we were going to do before.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
Look, you know what they say. There are good news and there are bad news. The good news are you no longer have a bomb in your leg. The bad news are that's because it
You have no
exploded.
leg.
Yeah, he's not conscious. He's still unconscious. His heart is barely beating right now.
But I
No,
left
but
it.
Oh,
the
nice.
I built a
the
strength.
hospital was called, right?
Say that again?
The
Yes,
hospital
I
was
have called an ambulance.
Woohoo! Into the rape dungeon, yes.
Yeah, if you want to.
Now, tell me why there's a girl down there.
So he's up there. He's like, I don't know. He's been down there for a while. DuPont didn't say much about her, other than a company paid him. Oh no, sorry, no. Instead of paying a company, he kept her under there, and they, in exchange, gave him a service.
I put my ballast song against his neck, because I don't
don't
believe
worry.
him.
I start whistling and assembling my rifle.
Alex, roll me D10 again. No, this time. Sorry.
Wait, is it awareness or notice or human perception? Since I got twice, I got my 34 for human perception.
D10 he said?
D10.
No, that's a 12.
Perception is going to do it for checking the room.
Ah, that's fine then. So 36 for checking
You
the room.
start gasping heavily for breath right now. Okay. So you're looking around the room. There's scratch marks all around. Like I said, human scratch marks. There's a plumbed-in toilet in the corner of the room, like a prison cell toilet with a sink. There is a small, comfy-looking bed in the corner made up with blankets. There's the camera in the room, but it looks completely shit and shot and
I have a question. Do I still have legs?
no.
You have
all your
feeling.
cybernetics is now fried.
Okay, so should I make my movement allowance 0?
Yeah, you ain't moving. What other cybernetics do you have, by the way? I'll have a quick check.
Neuroware?
Oh no. Roll. Okay. Roll me another D10.
Oh, is he put the dye in my arms?
And he had that experimental stuff as well, didn't he?
Yeah, that experimental stuff might just come into.
Saving me?
Ooh.
Might kill
Oh.
you.
God damn it! I really wanted to know what it did, too!
Yeah, it killed you.
We're about to find out.
Your brain's starting to power up.
I wake up in a Borg body somewhere in a cyber brain?
Oh, you hopeful little man.
Okay. So the D10, Alex?
I did. I rolled 7.
Oh, while looking for the room, I also say that this
You're
is
almost the demon. You rolled 777.
Okay. So currently, due to the shot, the cyberware is touching your brain because neural processor. You are now currently blind and deaf.
Damn.
You may start singing "We Are the World."
Can I talk to the GM in the Into Game thing for a second? I have a cool idea.
Okay.
Is
Keep
this
in mind
idea?
you're currently now
Brains.
blind, deaf, and can't walk.
Alex, go like I just called.
Alex, I can petty kill you if you want. Like I can just put you down.
I'd
You
allow
want-
this. If you want to do it, I would let it go. I'd let this slide. I
Yeah,
didn't
but
say a
I'll-
thing. The eyes of justice are blind this day.
Oh, was that a murder? I didn't see anything. Oh, this is a much better scandal than a stolen gaming cabinet. This
Right.
woman
Can
president's gonna
someone
do.
please drag his body over to a pinball machine?
Oh, okay.
Because one
I
second.
take him to the pinball machine. I don't know why I decided to do this. I guess my brain just clicked in.
You watch as your friend picks up your now deaf, dumb, blind friend.
David, what are you doing? I don't know.
Please be on here. Please be on here. Come on, fanburst. Don't let me down. Oh, you pricks. Right. 1 second.
Liam, can I have an idea of what I'm
Just gonna
doing?
Oh my
Give me
god.
a second. I'm making a pun. Give me a second.
Is this all a pun? Are you making me take this?
Can I
man-
fall into the villain scheme and become a Borg?
I mean, it's not quite a. 1 second.
Get revenge on the party for getting me.
Fucking
You're-
sir.
You're gonna become a Borg. You're gonna start lifting cars in Chinese Wang's gas station. You are now an hydraulic lift.
I was gonna make a pinball wizard. I was gonna post the song "Pinball Wizard" by the Who. The one that's like
Ooh,
left
nice.
unblind.
Liam, I'll give you a point for dedication. That's a lot of energy to one pun.
Yes, I know. So Alex, currently you are heavily breathing, slowly expiring on the floor. You're currently blind, deaf, and you can't move. You are fucked.
Well, I mean, I'll just keep holding until he stops living.
Why do
Well-
all my characters die? And actually, currently, Vance is my only character that fucking survived the game.
We're not gonna take
So
it. Banana.
Alex, again, just one more time, due to some rolls. Roll me a save.
Hey, what?
A save.
A save.
Well, I mean, if we found all we can in this room, I guess I'll just take him upstairs and set him on the floor. May as well.
Oh, we made it, I think.
So you're currently conscious and you are not dead, but barely, because I need to roll damage for your electrocution.
Alex, I'll just say it's a miracle you're alive.
Yeah. Okay. So 12 points should end the critical. Just about into mortal. You're gonna need some help.
Yeah, I'll just wave him the ambulance. I just take him up top and set him down. If there's
Yeah.
nothing else.
Make a roll.
So I'm at Mortal 0 or Mortal 1?
You're at mortal 0. Or you're just on the door of mortal 0. Make another roll then. Not you.
Mortal Deadish.
Mortal Deadish. I think I'm gonna roll a quick thingy for
One
some
save, please.
perception just to see if I know he's deaf.
You watch as Rolo puts his foot on his throat casually while no one else is looking.
But I'm right there.
Yeah, you're watching.
In the meantime, I'm gonna check the camera.
Alex, roll me a save, please.
Get your foot off his fucking throat.
You know to do this. Unless you want to
The
roll
fuck
perception.
I don't.
Roll a perception to see if you see this mosh.
I'm standing right there.
Yeah, I'm like right next to him 'cause I put him
he's,
there.
he's that 4 plus 16 is a stealth. And considering he's currently deaf, dumb, and mute, and
You can't stealth putting a foot on somebody's throat.
you see this happen. You're unconscious now, Alec, but you're still alive. Barely.
Should it be if you roll less than your
Sorry,
conscious,
it's the
but more than
21.
6, you're dead?
No, I'm saying you're unconscious. You're not dead.
Cool, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Okay, well, I guess I'll wait for the
Out of
ambulance. and hope he
curiosity,
doesn't
how
get
did
murdered.
you always used to run it? If you hit the number, you're alive, or did you ever do the hit number, you're dead? I've had GMs do both.
I got a 21.
Can I have an extra character sheet to start rolling up my backup character?
Yeah, you can roll. Okay, I can do that. Yeah. No, just out of curiosity, do you, Doom? How did you ever like? Sorry, how did you ever run this? Like, I had DMs that used to do it so that if you hit the 6, you die. But I've also had them that hit the 6, you survive. It's out of your opinion, which one do you use? Because I'm personally keen to the one where you survive if you hit the mark, but
It has
Yeah.
to be. It has to be because otherwise,
Well,
if you need to roll a
here's
one,
the
there's
first
no
thing that
chance.
needs to be addressed. If there's going to be an attack made, then there needs to be an initiative.
all right.
Well, there can't be an
Well,
issue.
you can roll
with one
initiative
person.
now, then.
The fuck, there can't be an initiative. Because we're all sitting pretty much in the same place. If you're going to make an attack, we are all going to see it.
I mean, you
I would
see
say
it. You roll a
further.
21. You notice him starting to do this. So does Sam. It's up to you what you want to do now. What do you want to do now?
Well, I'm still downstairs in the room, so I'm not seeing this at all.
All right. As for that downstairs room, yeah. So, like I said, there's actual evidence of maybe an actual animal being down there with her. But okay.
I really want a cyber cat now. Can my next character have a cyber cat the same way he has a monkey?
You gotta afford it.
Because I'm telling you, if we're gonna go with a PK action here, I can guarantee you there's gonna be 2 characters that are gonna replace this game, and it won't just be one. So choose wisely your actions.
I'm an impartial judge to this situation. I just let the dice roll.
Oh, look, I seem to have stepped on his neck. I must have misstepped. I'm gonna move off.
Oh shit!
Well, then you need to be rolling initiative because you're not gonna stand on his neck.
I just stepped off his neck.
He's saying he's backing out. Are you still going war, or are you gonna attack, or are you gonna back down, Wars?
Yeah, I'm gonna choose not to be part of this conflict. Ooh, Street Fighter.
So the media is just sitting playing Street Fighter while this is happening.
Look, the media doesn't need to cover pay fights or attempted murders.
Media
That's not my deal.
Currently playing against his monkey. The media's currently losing against his monkey, who's severely good.
Media,
Street
this is
Fighter.
a cop trying to kill a suspect. This is big news.
That happens every day.
I
choose
know,
not-
but think about the outrage.
Outrage doesn't get me paid.
I did nothing wrong. I think we need a churros. What's that protest over that black kid that was killed?
Hey, do you like 12 gauges?
Hey, I've stepped off the neck.
Because you got 2 barrels pointed right at your face.
Really?
Yeah, really. Because I'm about to blow your fucking head off.
Okay.
I'm going to quick draw.
So this is initiative.
Oh, go ahead.
So the way that
I've already got 23. See what you can do. Cop.
Yeah, all right. So roll way quick draw works. +3 to your initiative, -3 to the hit.
Go for it.
Well, actually, I will record this for Cyberpunk's funniest home videos.
Right, double tap to the head.
Exactly. Wait, you don't get to do that. No.
Why not?
You only get one called shot around, number one. And number two, I'd like to know how you got a +17 to initiative.
I have 10 base. I have 14 for Boostware and Krenzikov, plus quick draw +3.
I left the room.
I've already got a gun out, so your quick draw does not do you any good.
I left the room to get oranges. Is the party killing
Because
each
if
other?
we want to go quick draw, guess what? I just quick drawed and you got a 26. So I'll go first. Now, this whole little exercise right here is me asking you to back down and quit being a dick.
I did that.
That's what this is. If you're going to keep this up, I'm going to blow your fucking head off.
I've already backed down.
You've endangered this whole party with this damn EMP generator this whole fucking time. And basically all you've done is bully Alex. That's all you've done. That's been your contribution to this party. You broke every fucking law you could being a cop, and now you're sitting here and you're wanting to murder the whole party because you're an asshole. Quit being an asshole.
Okay, so
Is that too hard? Is that too much for me to ask?
yeah, okay, so a smoke grenade comes out and lands between you guys, and the room begins to fill with smoke.
Ugh.
Obscuring everyone's vision while they're distracted.
Everyone except mine, who's down below still.
Everyone except, yeah.
Okay, so what's happening, guys?
What's up to those guys? What's happening?
Well, since there's a smoke grenade, I don't think either of us can shoot. I wasn't going to shoot in the first place, but fucking hell.
Doom, what's happening on your side?
Sorry, me?
No, Doom.
Oh, okay.
What?
What are you doing on your side?
I'm waiting for him to make a move. Because if he's going to do this, I'm going to blow his fucking head off.
No, he said he's back down.
I said this repeatedly.
Are you backing down, Doom, or are you...
Put your fucking gun away.
He has been saying he's back down, Doom, are you backing down as well?
No, I don't think you guys can see shit right now.
Ward, was it you threw the smoke grenade?
Me?
Mm.
No, I'm upstairs. I'm holding my rifle.
So where did the smoke grenade come from?
Fuck should I know?
I'm asking the GM.
I mean, it came from someone who messaged me, who I would clearly like to remain silent in this situation.
I'm putting my guy as a murder hobo like I've never seen.
Anyway,
Murder hobo is life for me.
Anyway, I can shoot both of you through the smoke easy.
Fair enough, but I've already put down my gun. I'm not shooting.
Alex, I've set up your new character. You should be able to see it.
What?
I've set up your new character for you in the character sheet for the backup that you wanted.
Thanks.
You should be able to see it.
But he's not dead yet.
No, he wanted the backup character just on the off chance.
Okay. So what is happening?
I don't know.
Everyone's
Not
back
clearing up.
down. Everyone's put their guns away.
I'm walking to.
Clear.
I'm putting down my gun.
Well,
I'm walking.
some of us are actually working on an investigation. Others are deciding that they want to murder other characters because fucking reasons. And it has got on my last fucking nerve.
No
Okay.
shit.
But now the guns have been put away. The smoke is starting to clear. Back to the investigation.
Please.
I'm gonna make a phone call.
Okay.
I'm calling my girlfriend.
Okay.
I take it that's all I see down in the room below.
Yeah, there's evidence that he was living there with an animal.
Okay. No telling what type of animal.
No telling, no. You seem to lose signal right now, Kez. Because you start to dial up.
Okay. I'll make my way back up.
So, Doom, are you whacking your desk or something?
What?
Are you whacking your desk or something?
No, I'm typing.
Ah, okay, sorry. Very aggressive typing because I can hear it.
Yeah, I think everyone can hear that.
Alex, if you want, you can get your backup character set up while your current character will be making their way towards you.
About the trade stuff.
Okay. Yeah, just while your character's going to be recuperating in the hospital for a couple of days.
Aha, the ambulance did come.
So in the middle of the stare down, an ambulance arrived, picks up the body, runs away. You guys just look out the door as the ambulance drives away. You look down, the body's gone. You're like, well, that was magic.
Amazing.
They're fast, man.
Since this phone's not working, can I use a payphone?
You can try. Roll me in luck to see if you can see the pain phone anywhere.
It's very luck, so it's just plus
You
2.
want my phone?
Ah, fuck it.
There is no payphone.
I give him my phone.
Thank you. Right, my girlfriend's a hacker. I reckon she can help us out with this case.
Alright.
Okay. Hello, honey.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. A couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, and then you just get a bing.
Oh, that ain't good.
And she's like, what's up?
Oh, I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
Appears a hacker has cracked into a security system, and we're trying to trace him. We don't know where he is. I need your help.
Like, I'll see what I can do. We got. Give me a couple of hours. I'll see what I can do.
Sure. I'll give her the IP address of the computer.
No, begins to get to work. Okay. So in the midst of this, is there anything else anyone wants to do in here?
I don't know. Is there anything on the camera
But like I said, the camera freezes and blasts the footage and for that few seconds.
But isn't there a camera downstairs in the room where?
Yeah, that wasn't seem to be linked to the same network.
Oh,
That
okay.
seems to be
Yeah, it was like a
network,
private.
and
Like,
I'm not sure where the camera is
Okay.
out to.
I'm just going to do a quick awareness roll of the room where the simulator was and anything around it, just in case the Militech board is
But
missing.
wait a minute. Maybe we're seeing this reversed. Maybe the guy was actually saving the girl, and
that's an interesting
by
theory.
revenging himself on the flamboyant motherfucker by taking his machine as well.
What's your proof?
None. I'm just spitballing here.
Fair enough. If we can prove it, I'll give you 50 Eurobucks.
So you watch as Shay just sits down and he's like, "Well, this isn't my fault, isn't it? This is all my fault."
Yes.
I tell him, "Oh, don't beat yourself about it. You'll be in Rolo's custody soon."
He looks at you and
there.
he's
You
like,
can beat yourself up about it.
"Look, okay, I might know
That's the
a little
question.
more information. Don't let me. I don't want to go to prison."
Oh, you're going to prison.
He's like,
I've got to ask the obvious question. Why would it be his fault? Well, why
Because
does he
he
think
knew about
it's
the
his
thing.
fault?
The thing.
Let the man speak.
I was dating this girl, Alyssa Meccano. Really nice girl. I may have told her about the girl locked underneath the machine, and she looked kind of worried about it. I think she has ties to some type of crime organization. I think they're the ones that did it.
You don't know
Okay.
who or what this crime organization is, who they are.
No, but I can give you where Alyssa lives.
Of course you can.
She's like, well, she told me she lives in like a small apartment on Blacklight, called the Black Motel. But I've never actually been to her house before. I've only ever picked her up from one other location when I last saw her. She got me pick her up out of this sort of apartment complex in Southside. The what was it called? The Malanov complex. She had me pick her up from there. It was house number 3. House number 3 in the Malanov complex. That's all I know. Please just don't hurt her.
And this is definitely the truth now. This is all he knows, or should I do
Yeah,
a
this is all he
search? Okay. But he does know if he's lying to us, he is going to prison.
Oh yeah, he knows that. He's kind of pissing himself. There's like a little puddle of piss on the floor.
Oh, so not kind of. He has pissed himself.
Yeah, he's pissed himself.
All right, so what we have so far is 2 leads. 1 digital, 1 physical.
Guess.
Yeah.
These things coming off the... This thing isn't right. I mean, the girl was kidnapped here. What the hell's going on, and why the hell is the chief Gallows involved in this?
Yeah, why would what's his name? Marquis DuPont. Why would he be keeping someone against their will?
Would it be wise to keep going on this?
Sorry, what's it?
Sorry, I couldn't hear. You kind of cut out.
Yeah, my internet just sort of froze for a second.
Say that again, Will?
I was saying that if it's wise to keep going on this investigation, because there are clearly things here that aren't by the law.
Well, I'm in a bit two minds. So it seems like DuPont's kidnapped someone. So the robbery could either be, well, essentially cover up by stealing some merchandise, and hopefully we wouldn't notice the missing girl. That's how I'm seeing it right now. Or maybe they just found the girl, and
No, I don't think that just.
she was a bonus.
Doesn't sound like it to me. It sounds like it was payback of some kind. Take the machine and take the hostage. Or the hostage. Take everything of value, From what we know, I think we should have a word with DuPont.
Now I'm in two minds about that. We could arrest him for kidnapping, but he's kind of paying us.
He is, but two things there. We could get more information out of him and find out more of what he knows. The second thing is we could up our price because we know what we know.
You want me to arrest this fool?
Not arrest him, just talk to him, find out what he's not telling us.
Right, I could sit him down in the cell. We can interrogate him.
Well, that's just one option. The other options are this Alyssa Meccano and wait for the information we get off your hacker.
No, that'll take a couple of hours. I can interrogate him now. We're here.
Okay, as a group, what do we want to do? What sounds the most plausible? War?
I really don't know.
I'm not even in there. I'm outside.
Yeah, he's outside.
Yeah, I'm outside as well, but I just say
Cooling off.
I just say we become aware of this as we just did, and we keep going as normal with this knowledge.
So you're going to just follow on with the follow on getting information, or
This will be a full-on, sit down, talking to him, maybe breaking a knuckle or two.
Nightmare, did you find anything with the camera that was downstairs?
No leads from there.
No, I'd let you all know that it's basic hostage room, but there were signs of some type of animal that was being held down there with the hostage.
The camera looks like it's broadcasting the signal, so there's no telling who's listening to it, and all we can for sure say is how far tops they could have been from the signal.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll figure it then.
I would say if everyone thinks talking to DuPont right now is a bad idea, then we should.
But we have no way of contacting him anyway.
Well, we go through Galloway.
Yeah, he probably should have the contact, I would hope.
Oh, he would.
If he does, I'm sure our news reporters can find some.
It's that, or we talk to this Melissa Meccano. But that still leaves the question of what do we do with Shay. I don't believe we should leave him here, even though he told us the truth.
You could tell someone that we know.
Yeah, I think our detective should keep him locked up for just let him sweat a bit.
Well, I'm up for a good old-fashioned kidnapping.
Well, we have a cell. You just have to, throw him in the cell that's underneath you right now.
Could do.
Yeah, we could just break his legs and he ain't getting out of there.
We don't need to break him, just tell him to get down.
Alright, it's an option.
Well,
you guys do need to be gone.
He's still intimidated by Kez, so.
Alright, well, you do fellas do what needs to be done. I guess we'll go and see if we can contact them then.
Yeah, you don't need to break the legs. You can just make a small gash behind the knee.
Well, no, I mean, he'll go if you tell him. Just tell him to go into the hole. You know what I mean? It's for his own sake.
Technically, you don't even need to make it. Like, all you have to do is cut a little bit of the Achilles tendon. That boy ain't fucking walking after that.
Why don't you just arrest him?
I could.
Okay, decision time, guys.
But what you're gonna arrest him on what grounds?
Aiding kidnap.
But that's gonna rattle a few snakes because that's gonna put Yupon on the map. Isn't
Yeah,
Gallows gonna be?
Not really. We don't have to tell anyone about that. I mean, it's a simple case.
If the guy gets arrested under aiding and kidnapping.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what we tell him we're there for. But Kez doesn't have to tell anyone else that. He can simply say he's in police custody, helping us with further inquiries.
Oh, okay.
Yep, not all cut and dry, my friends.
Mm. But I mean, as GM's pointed out, there is a call it a holding cell that we could place him into until we finish our investigation.
Yeah, let's just chuck him in there. Fuck it.
So you know,
It's
we
kind
got
of
to
poetic
decide
when you think about it.
what are we going to do with Shay, and then which leader we're going to follow right after.
We still haven't examined the scene of the crime.
Me and him had a look. We couldn't see anything. More than no, really.
Where is it? I didn't. Yeah. Awareness checks then.
Oh,
See if we might have missed something in here.
Well, I already. Yeah, I can do another one. Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah.
I'm saying I've got a +5 in interrogation, so I could make him talk.
You done human perception again?
I remember when I had 34 given perception. I was happy.
Again, Sam, human perception is just to see if someone's lying, you engage with what they're like, you know, through.
Oh, I thought it worked before. Damn.
Awareness notice. Yes, I got a 20 this time.
Right. Not a lot.
Ah.
See. You notice though, in one of the machines, you go over to it, and you see like the base of a wooden pipe, sort of coming out of it. So you put your hands on it, and you remove from. Ironically, it's a sort of medieval King Arthur sword in the stone game. You quite heroically put your hand in and remove a baseball bat. That is the handle's wrapped in like a black leather. It's a beautiful sort of maple wood stained, and it's covered in barbed wire. And then you notice etched into the like the sort of white into the straps, it says the word carnate.
Can you spell that, please?
Khanate, carnate.
Alright. Don't really know what to do with this.
It's evidence.
Everyone roll me streetwise.
Alright. I'm a reporter. I'm sure I know stuff. Wait, no, I'm an action news reporter. Never mind. I wouldn't.
There you are.
Okay.
I don't know a lot about the street.
So you'll kind of get the sort of general idea. You know those type of nomad gang. You just can't quite put your finger on what they are. You kind of sort of, you know, a little bit of history about them. Yeah. You just can't remember a lot. It's just sort of brief, random nuggets of history that don't really mean a lot.
Well, it's not going to help us. Okay.
Well, it might. I mean, how important is it?
not incredibly important at this moment in time. You just know this baseball bat was owned by a member of the Kane clan.
Well, I mean, can't hurt to keep it, I guess.
Yeah. That's something I can look into a bit later on.
I was about to say I'll store it, but I don't. I can't.
Just carry it with us.
Actually, yeah, fuck it. Just carry my hand. My arms are weapons. I keep forgetting it.
Okay, so
Anyone who wants to use it, the baseball bat does 2d6. It would usually do 2d6 -1, but with the wrapping in barbed wire, it does 2d6 +3. Weapon accuracy of +1. It's concealable. It's very reliable. Very good weapon.
I will like not to take it. I've got a bat and that does about the same thing.
let me see. I don't have melee. I don't. Oh no, I've got Sambo, so I could use that. All right, I'll take it because I'll be following up on lead anyway. So I'll take it.
All right, there you go. So that's. I'm sorry, that was supposed to be a +3, not a +4.
Okay,
There you go.
thank you.
So yeah. So what are you guys doing now? Where are you heading to?
That's what I've been trying to ask everyone.
We're heading back to contact the dude, right? To see if he's got information on.
We could see if my hacker girlfriend's got a lead on the hacker.
You said that would take a couple of hours.
Don't know how long has passed, so clutching at straws, but
I'd say only about 5-10 minutes has passed.
Yeah, it's still going to be a couple hours yet.
Yeah. So,
Let's go find him then. Well, may as well go and ask her.
Yeah. How long would it take us to get to South
So where?
Southside?
Southside. Southside's like a 20-minute drive at most.
She's just around the corner.
So are you going straight to which location are you going to? Are you going to the location where you first picked her up, or the location that she says she lives in?
The location says she lived in.
Says she lives in. That's in Blacklight, the current district that you're in right now.
Right.
That's
Black
7-minute, maybe like 2. The other locations in, Southside.
Oh, okay. So black light first, and if there's no one there, Southside. Okay. Are we sticking Shay in police custody? Or are we shoving him down the?
I'd say police custody would be more legal, but I'm not a stickler for the rules, so I mean, whatever the group decides, I guess.
The group doesn't say anything. Everybody.
I'm arresting him.
Okay then.
Calling a paddy wagon for him.
Alright, sounds good. As long as they know the score. Just help them with inquiry for now.
Right.
Yeah, guys, I've just fallen asleep. I'm gonna hit. I'm really tired today. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I'm gonna go to bed, guys. Sorry about that.
Alright, see you later.
See you guys tomorrow.
Good night, man.
No, I don't.